Electricity bills are getting higher every month, and most people have no idea why. You might be doing everything right. Turning off lights, unplugging devices, using less AC, and the bill keeps going up. It feels like you have no control. But here's the truth. Reducing your power bill has very little to do with small habits and everything to do with where your energy comes from. Most people think there are only two options: keep paying the electric company or spend thousands on solar panels. But there's a third option and almost nobody's talking about it. If you've ever looked at your electricity bill and thought, this doesn't make sense, you're not alone. Energy costs keep rising, and what used to be a normal expense is now becoming a serious problem. Solar panels are often presented as the solution. But for most people, they're not realistic. They're expensive, complicated, and take years to pay off. So the real question is, how do you actually reduce your power bill without solar? The real problem isn't how much energy you use. It's your dependence on the system. Your home is fully connected to the grid. That means you don't control the price. You don't control outages. And you don't control where your energy comes from. Every time you turn something on, you're paying for electricity on someone else's terms. And even if you try to save energy, you're still stuck inside that system. That's why most energy-saving tips barely work. They don't fix the real issue. To actually lower your bill, you need to change one thing: your source of energy. So let's break this down in a simple way. First, understand where your energy is going. In most homes, a few things consume the most power: air conditioning, heating systems, refrigerators, water heaters, washing machines. These are essential. You can't just stop using them. So instead of cutting them off, you need to reduce how much grid energy they use. Now here's where most people get stuck. They think the only way to do that is solar, but solar isn't the only option. Instead of replacing your entire system, and you can start by supporting it, even generating part of your own electricity can make a big difference. Think about this. If you produce just 30 to 60% of your own energy, your dependence drops immediately, and so does your bill. Now this is where things get interesting. There are systems that don't depend on sunlight or wind. They use something much simpler: motion. These are mechanical energy systems, like flywheel-based generators. Here's the basic idea. Energy is stored through movement. That movement is maintained efficiently, and then converted into electricity. No fuel, no noise, no constant maintenance. Just a system running quietly in the background, helping power your home. And because it doesn't depend on weather, it can work consistently. You don't need to power your entire house. That's not the goal. The smarter approach is to start small. Support a few essential devices, reduce your load from the grid, and expand over time. Even a small setup can lower your bill. And more importantly, it gives you control. And that's the key idea most people miss. The goal isn't to eliminate your bill overnight. It's to reduce dependence, step by step. Because once you do that, everything changes. Your costs become more predictable. Price increases affect you less, and outages become less of a problem. You're no longer completely dependent. You start creating your own energy. And that changes the game. If your electricity bill feels out of control, it's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because the system wasn't built for you to win. Small changes can help, but real results come from changing where your energy comes from. And the best part is, you don't need expensive solar panels to start. There are simpler ways to do it. If you want to see how people are actually building small, low-cost systems to reduce their energy bills, there's something in the description that breaks it down, step by step. It's a practical example you can learn from, and even apply yourself. And if you want more content like this, simple, real strategies to take control of your energy, subscribe to the channel. Because this is just the beginning.